You guys remember when I said this? But I will say this, if they do make a second season, I would really like to see it because this anime has a lot of potential. Again, had a really good concept and characters. Well, look at that! They did make a second season, and I am a man of my word, so let's do this. Hey guys, the Black Critic Guy finally here to give you all the review you've been asking for, and that's my review on the second season of Noragami titled Noragami Aragoto. Wait a minute, that title can't be right. What I meant to say was the second season of Noragami titled Noragami Aragoto. So in Noragami Aragoto, we once again follow our favorite god of calamity, Yato, his Shinki Yukine, and their nearshore companion Hiyori as they deal with new trials and tribulations, like the god of war Bishamon and a hidden threat within her clan, as well as Ibisu, one of the 7 gods of fortune, and his radical plans that end up going awry. Now, as many of you may be well aware of, my overall thoughts and feelings on the first season of Noragami was pretty you know, it was decent. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it also wasn't anything terrible. It was just in the middle for me. But I will say this, the first season does a really great job at establishing the world of Noragami. It introduces us to the story, the characters, and the setting, and got you interested to see more. So when I heard that the second season wrapped up last month, I decided that was gonna be one of the animes that I reviewed in January because I knew a lot of people were gonna ask me to review it. They wanna hear what my thoughts are on the second season, and after watching the entirety of the second season, all I gotta say is good job, anime. That is how you do a second season. The second season of Noragami does what every sequel should do. It not only improves and elevates on the things it got right, but it also fixes many of the issues that were present in its first season. This time around, I was fully invested in the story and its characters. I actually gave a damn about what was happening and what the characters were dealing with. There were way more action sequences here in the second season than there was in the first season, and the action sequences were actually intense. They were thrilling, they were fun to watch, and some of them actually had some emotional weight to them. And the music that accompanied these action scenes actually did a lot to heighten these scenes. They actually helped to set the tone, unlike in the first season. And they explore much more in this season, from the characters, both the established and the new, to the various relationships among the characters, to the world of Noragami, making it feel much larger. Hell, you get to see this world's equivalent of heaven and hell. That was pretty damn cool. The animation done by Bones is still solid, and I'll be seeing their handiwork again real soon. Wink, wink. I thoroughly enjoyed both of the stories in this anime. They were intense, they got emotional, they were involving, they kept me engaged and wanting to see more. Especially the first story in this anime, which I personally felt like was the strongest and had the more fascinating story revolving around the god of war Bishamon and her clan. And speaking of them, the characters here in the second season, particularly the established ones, are still as great as they were from the first season, and a lot of them get more focus and attention, especially the god of war Bishamon, who was the one character from the first season that I did want to learn more of, as she was just so fascinating and badass. And the second season finally gave me what I wanted to see. We learned a lot about her backstory and her relationship with her clan of Shinkis, particularly Kazuma, who she has the strongest bond with. And the second season finally addresses why Bishamon hates Yato so much and why they have such a strained relationship. And it makes a whole lot of sense considering Bishamon's character and what Yato ended up doing. Yato, Yukine, and Hiyori's relationship here in the second season is still as strong, if not stronger, than it was in the first season, and they are still one fantastic trio. Specifically with Yato and Hiyori's relationship getting a lot more focused this time around, which I'm a bit iffy about because I don't want them to go down a romantic path. I really feel a strong friendship and connection with them, and I don't want them to cop out by making Yato or making Hiyori like have feelings for one another. I just want them to be good friends. Can we just keep them friends? And anyway, they never even explain whether or not gods can like fall in love with like a human or their shinki. It's never really addressed. Love's not really addressed in this show, which you all know can really bug a romance lover like myself. And finally, the voice acting and music. Once again, the Japanese voice cast deliver in their performances, conveying emotion, seriousness, or even humor when needed. Now, I didn't get a chance to hear the English dub for myself, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it is done by Funimation. I mean, come on guys, y'all know I'm a freaking Funimation fanboy, and you really can't go wrong with them. If you're a fan of English dubs, give Noragami Aragoto a watch. You know, let me know how it turned out. And then finally, the music. Just like in the first season, the opening theme rocks. I really enjoyed the opening theme for the second season. Now, as much as I really enjoyed the second season of Noragami, I did have a couple issues with it. First, there was this character that was introduced at the beginning of this anime that was completely wasted and ineffectual. And what really pained me about this character, two things in particular, is one, they were actually building him up to be something important, something significant, something that adds to the story, but I guess halfway through they just abandoned that idea and scrapped the character. And second, I was actually getting attached to the character. I wanted to learn more about him, and I wanted to see him grow a stronger bond with this other character in the anime, and then boop, they just take him out of the anime and you never see him again. God, there's nothing worse than wasted potential. Not to mention how he's completely forgotten by every single character after a few episodes, just highlighting how significant his role was. Although the second season does fix a majority of the issues I had with the first, one issue still remained, and that was the imbalance between the humor and the drama, at least for the first half of the second season. They did the same thing they did in the first, where they would start off really comical, then at the drop of a hat, they get really serious, and the tone gets serious, and oh, we're having a very serious conversation. Then at a flip of a switch, we go back to comedy again. After a while, it just got really old and annoying. Just pick the tone that you want with a particular scene. Another major issue that kind of ties into the first is that there were many fascinating plot lines that were either dropped or never fully expanded upon. One of them being a subplot dealing with Hiyori. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but had they followed through on that subplot and gone more into it, it would have made for a very interesting and dramatic side story. And the final issue with Noragami Aragoto is that its action scenes fall victim to something I like to call the Bleach effect. You all know the Bleach effect. That's when a character is placed in a dire situation and gets mortally wounded, beaten up to a pulp, but he turns out okay and none of the major characters die. I guess you can also call it the action shonen effect, as many action shonens do the exact same thing, but I never seen an anime do that more prevalently than in Bleach. Like, you would have characters that get sliced in half, but they're like, nah, it's a flesh wound, I'll be fine. The exact same thing happens here in Noragami. A character could be sliced in half or just get mortally wounded, but you know what? It's just a flesh wound, he'll be fine, just needs to walk it off, sleep it out. The problem with this is that it removes any and all tension from this action scene, because you know that the main characters are going to survive anyway, no matter how beat up or how mortally wounded they get. But overall, besides all its issues, Noragami Aragoto is exactly the sequel I wanted to see. It fixes a majority of the issues from the first and expands more on the story and keeps you invested and wanting to see more. Especially that last episode. My goodness, what a tease. I want to see a third season. Make it happen, guys. And that's why I'm going to give the second season of Noragami a 4 out of 5 stars. I think that it is definitely worth watching. But anyway, what did you guys think of this anime? Did you really enjoy it? Did you get a kick out of it? Was it probably really boring, dull, and you just couldn't get into it? And let me know, who's your favorite god character in Noragami? Comment below, let me know, and stay tuned later today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the first of 4 top 10 lists I got planned for you at the end of January. And I do plan to review Kung Fu Panda 3, Jane's Got a Gun, The Finest Hour, and I think I might consider watching 50 Shades of Black, maybe, if I feel like it. And also, this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the monthly live chat on younow.com. So until then, guys, if you'd like to see more videos on this channel and be a part of the Black Critic crew, please hit that subscribe button below, like this video if you really enjoyed it, and I'm Tony Wild II, the Black Critic Guy. Till then, Peace, YouTube.